Morning, dear hearts. We are starting a brand new relevant thought, special thought, central thought of part 2 of the workbook. And today it is, what is the Holy Spirit? Now, several years ago, it was pre-COVID. It was while I was on my way to a Friday night class, and I was listening to a CD, happened to be Simon and Garfunkel, and a song came on. And the song was Bridge Over Troubled Water. And I heard it in a way that I had not before. And that is what happens when we stay on a spiritual path. Things that we have become accustomed to, things that are normal, that every day, but we hear them or we see them or we relate to them in a whole different way. Because if we go back to the beginning of the workbook, and they said that I do not know what anything is for. Now I see a new meaning, a new nuance to the old things, that the table isn't just a table, and the lamp isn't just a lamp, and the hand isn't just a hand. So as I listened to Bridge Over Troubled Water, I said, that's the Holy Spirit. This song is about the Holy Spirit. And so if you go ahead, and I've said this the past several years as I've been doing these lessons, this is the 4th time. If you go back and listen to that song, the words speak of one who comforts, one who is there when you need a friend. That's the Holy Spirit. What is the Holy Spirit? The Holy Spirit mediates between illusions and the truth, since he must bridge the gap, it's right there, between reality and dreams. Perception leads to knowledge through the grace that God has given him to be his gift to everyone who turns to him for truth, the truth. The Holy Spirit is filled with God's grace. And as we turn to him, he is very willing, and it is his vocation as our comforter, the answer, to indeed give us the grace that we are seeking in that moment. So as we turn to him for truth, he blesses us with God's grace. Across the bridge that he provides, our dreams all carried to the truth, to be dispelled before the light of knowledge. That was Buster, that's why I smiled. The light of knowledge. There, in the light of knowledge, in heaven, there are sights and sounds forever laid aside. And where they were perceived before, they weren't really there. It was perception. Forgiveness has made possible perception's tranquil end. And it is simply that we lay everything down. We lay everything down. He wants to go outside. We lay everything down at the feet of the Holy Spirit. And he takes all of our worries, all of our pain, all of our suffering. These are all our perceptions, and they are now translated, transmuted, transformed to a tranquil end. And there we will find truth, and there we will recognize God's love for us. The second paragraph, and that's all I'm going to read of this today. The second paragraph says, the goal the Holy Spirit's teaching sets is just the end of dreams, the end of every illusion, the end of all misperceptions. For sights and sounds must be translated from the witnesses of fear to those of love. And witnesses, in one of our first central thoughts of what is sin, it speaks of how the ego seeks for witnesses to validate what it believes. Here, we only are looking for the witnesses of truth. So translated from the witnesses of fear to those of love, to those of truth. And when this is entirely accomplished, completely done, learning has achieved the only goal it has in truth, bringing us back home. For learning, as the Holy Spirit guides it to the outcome he perceives for it, becomes the means to go beyond itself, to be replaced by eternal truth. Both of those are capitalized. Eternal truth. Truth is true and nothing else is true. God's truth. Truth will set us free from the prison that we've spoken of in past days. So this is what the Holy Spirit does for us. He is our bridge over the troubled waters of the ego that we are trying to navigate. Today's lesson is 281. I can be hurt by nothing but my thoughts. We have had this information given to us before, because in lesson 70, it said it so beautifully. I've quoted it before. I've gone back to it because it's so clear. There's nothing as it is presented to us here that we can question or we can be confused by. And in lesson 70 was my salvation comes from me. And it says the cost of accepting today's idea that my salvation comes from me, or I can be hurt by nothing but my thoughts, it means that nothing outside yourself can save you. Nothing outside yourself can give you peace. But it also means that nothing outside yourself can hurt you or disturb your peace or upset you in any way. I can be hurt by nothing but my thoughts. Today's lesson begins with the prayer portion, and it says, Father, your Son is perfect. Now think about that. You are perfect. One of my Janetisms from the book, you are whole, holy, healthy, and healed. I am whole, holy, healthy, and healed. We are created in perfection, and that is how we must stay. Father, your Son is perfect. When I think that I am hurt in any way, it's because I have forgotten who I am, and that, drum roll please, I am as you created me. See, it's everywhere. Your thoughts can only bring me happiness. That's thoughts with a capital T. Your thoughts, your eternal truth can only bring me happiness. If ever I am sad or hurt or ill, I have forgotten what you think and put my little meaningless ideas in place of where your thoughts belong and where they are. They are in my mind. Everything is within my thoughts, my mind. I can be hurt by nothing but my thoughts. The thoughts I think with you can only bless. The thoughts I think with you alone are true, eternally true. The second part of today's lesson is the text-like portion. It begins with, I will not hurt myself today. Now it's a I will not statement, declaration. And very often in the Course we speak of the I will, very, very powerful, almost as powerful as I am. But I will not hurt myself, or I will not, is also a powerful statement, and it has been used many times within our workbook. I will not use the body's eyes today. I will not value what is valueless. I will not trade miracles for grievances. I will not lead my life alone today. And in a lesson that is yet to come, I will not hurt myself again today. And there are others. So the I will not is also a very powerful declaration. So I will not hurt myself today, for I am far beyond all pain. My Father placed me safe in heaven, watching over me, and I would not attack the Son he loves, for what he loves is also mine to love. That's it for today. I think it's a beautiful blend of what is the Holy Spirit with today's lesson. Beautiful lessons in this section. I've never said that before. I think you will. I think you will enjoy them. And tomorrow's lesson, and I didn't include it, but it is an "I will not" declaration. So that's it. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it made sense. Please like, please share, please subscribe, please share. It's interesting that how the number of daily views has gone down so much as we are at this part of the year of lessons. I often say it's like going to the gym. In the 1st of January, you can't find a treadmill. The 1st of the year, there are many starting out, and they want to be on the spiritual path. They want to change their thoughts, their life. Congratulations to you who are still doing it. I appreciate you more than I can say. Namaste.